Every ape dreams of owning their own cave. It's an ancient instinct, something born within us in the wild. To have a safe place to sleep without worrying about the rain, the cold, or the roar of the predator hunting in the dark. It seems like the ultimate goal of life in the forest. But in the modern jungle, the apes in suits and ties have turned this dream into a shiny, dangerous bait. Imagine a young ape full of energy who has just started harvesting his first bananas. He sees the elders carrying massive stones to build caves. He thinks that to be respected, he needs a stone of his own. So he goes to the tallest tree, where the owners of the stash live. There, an ape in a suit offers him a godly deal. "I'll give you a finished cave right now, and you pay me back over 300 moons. The young ape does the math and thinks it fits his budget. He signs the contract and receives the key to the cave. For the first few days, he's the happiest ape in the world. But he doesn't realize that this cave is an invisible cage. The trap tightens when he discovers that his bananas aren't for feeding him, but for paying the interest on the stone. He harvests 10 bananas, but 7 vanish instantly. By the end of 30 years, he will have paid for 3 or 4 caves. But he'll only have one single cave to live in. The problem isn't the house, it's the chain it fastens to your ankle. If the forest changes and the food starts growing elsewhere, the free ape moves. The ape with the own cave does not. He is bound to that stone. He has become a slave to location. He accepts bad jobs and humiliating bosses for fear of losing his roof. The cave has become a prison that sucks away his ability to grow. Beyond the interest, there are the bananas the stone itself devours. Leaks, repairs, maintenance, the stone never stops eating. The ape spends his rest polishing the stone instead of planting seeds. The wise one understands. Comfort comes from freedom, not a fixed wall. If he had planted the bananas spent on interest, in a few years he would have an entire forest of free food. The system wants you to believe that paying interest is an investment. Throwing money away is giving profit to the bank in exchange for an illusion. If he stops picking fruit for 3 months, his security ends. At the end of his life, the ape finally finishes paying for his cave. He looks at his calloused hands and sees he worked for someone else's luxury. He has the stone, but he no longer has the legs to explore the jungle. He traded his life for a pile of rocks he can barely enjoy. A primate's true home should be his freedom of choice. Before you step into that cage, look at the weight of the stone. There is a different path. Plant first, so you can harvest later. Comment below if you've ever fallen for the suit-wearing apes talk. Leave a like so this truth can set other apes free. Subscribe for more lessons on financial survival. Knowledge cuts the chains. Be the master of your own journey.